In this video, I'll help answer the question, is ServiceNow stock a good buy, hold, or sell? I'll touch on 4 things. Number 1, how does ServiceNow make money? Number 2, we'll talk about the latest news. Number 3, we'll take a look at the latest ratings in Tykr. And number 4, I'll let you know what I plan on doing with this stock. And just so you know, if you want to see the latest ratings on ServiceNow and other stocks, you can join Tykr for free. All right, let's get to it. So how does ServiceNow make money? Well, ServiceNow is an enterprise SaaS platform. They're really known for their workflow management, especially with project management, HR, manufacturing. I've seen a ton of different use cases, but essentially if you have like 100 steps in a process, ServiceNow can give you the customization to organize all those steps. So when one task is completed, it moves on to the next, then moves on to the next. You can't get ahead in the process unless you complete the prior steps. That's just one use case, but there's a lot of other tools and functionalities within ServiceNow. It is a quite diverse platform. I've used it at some of the companies I've worked for in the past. And check this out. Here are some of their customers, including Microsoft, Apple, Walmart, Wayfair, JPMorgan Chase, Visa, NASA, Deloitte, Accenture, and KPMG. All right, let's move on to the latest news. So they are looking to acquire Visa, V-E-Z-A, not the V-I-S-A, the credit card company, Visa, and they are an identity security provider. Looks like that's going to open up new opportunities, new revenue streams. Then they announced an integration with vBrick to enable generative AI for video. That sounds pretty cool. And then they highlighted a recent integration with Microsoft. I mean, if you're going to partner with any company out there, I mean, Microsoft is kind of at the top of the list. And one of the financials to highlight from their last earnings report is their revenue is up 21% year over year. All right, next up, let's move on to the ratings in Tykr. And I always say this, if you're curious, you can go to tykr.com, over to education, and then down to calculations. And you can see the open source calculations of Tykr. That's one thing that really makes us different from a lot of platforms on the market. We just want to be transparent so you know how are these ratings achieved. So let's get to it. We're going to walk through the 7. This is the 7 key steps to determine if you have a strong stock or a weak stock. We're not going to look at the 7 tab yet. This is kind of the easy button. We're going to go through this manually, just give you a little context, and then we'll look at the 7 in a few minutes here. All right, so we're going for on sale stocks. That's that summary. Only about 15% of stocks make it to on sale, and we can see ServiceNow is on sale. Then we're looking for a score of 50 or higher. This is the overall financial strength of a stock. Essentially, we're looking at the revenue growth rates, the net income growth rates, the EPS growth rates, really quarter over quarter for 4 years. There's a few other numbers that go into that, but the stronger your financials, the higher the score. Then we want to look at the margin of safety. You want to be over 50%, in this case, 80%. This tells us the profits of the company are increasing nicely. That's a great sign. And then in the middle, you want to see a 4M score of 80 or higher. I'm going to click on Boost Confidence so we can see what goes into this. You've got the math parts, that's summary, score, and margin of safety. Then you have the meaning, that's how the business makes money. Then you have the moat, that's how it compares to other businesses. And then you have the management, that's the track record of the CEO. Doing this manually, you could do this manually. It could take you hours, if not days of research. We reduce it down to seconds thanks to OpenAI. Let's go to the next screen here. You can see the gamification. We're looking for 80 to 100, that high confidence, which we achieved. 60 to 79 is moderate, and then 0 to 59 is low confidence. All right, so we can see here, average is 87, and this is an average from the Tykr community. Every time somebody does it, it factors in a new score to that average. So we're looking really good. We are 4 for 4. Let's keep going. Down below, we see the 5-year charts. I like to set my charts to 5 years. The reason is I like to compare against the S&P 500. We know that past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but we like stocks that consistently beat the market. The S&P 500 typically returns about 80% over 5 years. In this case, we can see ServiceNow, they're actually not keeping up with the market. They're at 56%. I mean, they're still generating a profit, but I like to see stocks that are well north of 80%. So we're not going to get a point there, but let's keep going. Next up, we have the financials. This is looking really good. I mean, look how clean this is. Quarter over quarter increase on the revenue. Let's go to EPS. We had a big spike back in June of 23, then it dropped back, but we are seeing an increase here. However, we're not going to get a point because we went 3 quarters in a row where the profits or the EPS is increasing. And just to zoom in a bit, we see $2.22, then down to $1.86, but then back up to $2.42. So we have 2 quarters in a row as opposed to 3. So again, Again, no points there. One more screen to look at. Earnings calendar, looking good. So we did beat the estimate. We want to see 3 quarters where they're beating the estimate. So this is what we want to see. Let's go back in time. I just want to see when the last miss was. Oh gosh, we're going back pretty far here. The last miss was 2014. Wow. Okay, so 11 years ago, they had their last miss. Well done, ServiceNow. All right, so let's take a look at the 7. I think we're going to get a 5 out of 7. 5 out of 7. There we go. You can see here, what do we miss on? So the 5-year returns at that 56. We're not at 80. And then the EPS is increasing 2 quarters, but not 3. This screen here, this 7, is just a handy feature we added within probably the last 12 months. It kind of rolls up everything you want to take a look at. There's a lot of other things in Tykr you can use, like we have ratios, we have analyst ratings, we have news, all that stuff. But these are really the critical steps I look for and a lot of our investors at Tykr look for. All right, so what am I doing with this stock? Well, ServiceNow, I'm going to go ahead and add this to my watch list. I do like the business model a lot. I think it's a really sticky SaaS product. It's enterprise. So what does that mean? Well, you can do contracts that can be 5 figures, 6 figures, sometimes 7 figures a year. It's highly lucrative business. Again, solid product. I think they have a lot of good customers. It's just, I'd like to see a few improvements here, especially I'd like to see the 5 years. Let's see that jump above 80. I think if their financials keep going the way they are, large institutions may really pile into this and drive the share price up. We'll see what happens. The thing I'm going to pay attention to most is that EPS. Like, let's go back there. Let's say we see this go from $1.86 up to $2.42. Let's say it goes north of $3. That could really get institutions excited and pile into the stock. Not saying it will, but it could. So I'm going to keep this on my watch list. Again, if things really start taking off, I may consider adding it to my portfolio. All right, I hope you enjoyed this stock review. If you want to see reviews on ServiceNow and other stocks, you can join Tykr for free. If you stayed to the end, thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Referrals from friends are one of the best ways to build a business. And of course, don't buy and sell stocks based solely on what you hear. Only buy and sell stocks that align with your own personal financial goals. Thanks for checking out this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.